Yo, what's going on today, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today's video, we're talking about carrying games from support. Recently, well, literally at 2 a.m., Herman tweeted, support items are so cool in SMITE 2, there's such a high skill ceiling. That being said, it's unplayable in ranked games. I feel like all the outplay items only do anything if you have a mid ADC player with functioning hands. Support is off limits for 2025 ranked. And you know, it makes sense. It's always been pretty difficult to carry games as support, even going back to SMITE 1. However, in SMITE 2, active items have been introduced. And I think with these active items, it allows for supports to not only help their ADCs and their mid laners carry more, it also helps supports carry more. I think there's genuine ways as a support player to carry games outside of just comms or making your ADC and mid carry or helping them carry. I think there are items that certainly allow this type of style to be viable. And right now, I think there's two different ways to do it. I think one is a lot easier, and I think one is a lot better and a lot more consistent. And I talk about them a lot on stream, but now I want to make a YouTube video about it. Why I think it's so good, why I think these two styles allow you to carry games. The first style is picking an auto-attacking character, whether it's Bellona with Aspect, whether it's Cupid, whether it's On Her. Most of these characters whether it's Umoja, Baron also works, and it is to play around Eros Bow. Eros Bow is a new item to SMITE 2, and it's actually like a month ago, I think it was added, and then they changed how it worked last patch. Eros Bow is just an outright insane item, and it's no longer like maybe go this game, this item, this game. This is if you are playing and you want to help your team and you want to carry this game as much as possible, Eros Bow is an item that allows you to do it. So some of you might be asking, you know, what is Eros Bow? Eros Bow is an item where you mark an allied god with your active. They get that little Eros Bow, those hearts around them. And each basic attack that hits an enemy, not an enemy god, not an enemy jungle boss. Whenever you hit an enemy, you heal the marked god for 2% of your maximum health once per basic attack. You can only have one ally marked, and if the mark breaks at 26 meters away. There, the marks broke. Right here, 26 meters away. Well, you know, maybe you're thinking, oh, the stats aren't very good. I don't think it's a very good item. You know, max health, a little bit of attack speed, not very good. Wrong. It's actually very good for multiple reasons. One, it's very cheap. Two, you compare it with two other cheap items to give you a lot of consistent attack speed and to get just good stats overall. At level 12 with 3 items, I'm sitting at about 2,000 health, 120 fizz, 112 magical prots, and that's without Berserker Shield's passive being active. And then I also have 2 relics or 2 actives that I can make use of. So what does 2% look like at this point of the game? Let's whittle this guy down a little bit. And now let's switch teams. Let's mark the new Ymir. And you know, in this 2v2 or in this 3v3, whatever, how much will I be healing this Ymir for? 40 health. Every auto, where I can auto almost 2 times a second. If I can consistently hit autos on an enemy, I will heal my ally 80 health a second. Yes, now this is anti-healable, but this item is so good early game that even healing for 2% of your max health early game, that's still going to be more than the enemy can out DPS a lot of times. And it's forcing a god that they maybe don't want to go anti-heal into, like an On Her, going anti-heal. And so maybe you're thinking like, oh, I mean, that's good, but is that really that worth it? Is that really how you're going to carry games? Let's watch this. I guess you can't see the green numbers, but you can see his health going up. I'm autoing an objective and I'm healing my teammate. I think this style is very, very broken. It can be minions, it can be gods, it can be the Titan. You can heal anything and you will be healing your allies. And the most absurd point is when you do get to late game and you get to a point where, you know, you're level 20, you get to your full build. Well, now how much am I healing my late game team for? That's right, 73 health. So you can really easily have your solo laner go int, not die. He comes back to you. You go hit a jungle camp 12 times and you're healing him for like 800 damage or something like that. And just like this, very easily, I ask my Agni to tank it. I don't think he understands it at first.
You tank this?
I do have to say it a couple times. But just like that, permanently full health, permanently tanking it. I'm also able to heal a little bit because I am playing Bellona 3. But I think Eros Bow Bellona is incredible. I was a doubter, but I do think it is phenomenal now, and it's a way to carry games. And now you might be saying, you know, that's one way. Okay, well, what's the second way? And by golly, do I have something to tell you guys. Pick any single god in the game, build a selflessness, and then first item, very easily, build a Lifebinder. This item is incredible for what it does. For backliners, for playing, if you're playing gods like Hecate, if you're playing gods like Baron, if you're playing gods like Aphrodite, Lifebinder just makes it that you're pretty unkillable. If you're playing offensive gods, it just gives you more 1v1 potential. If you're playing those mid-tier defensive backline gods, you're giving your teammates or yourself healing when you're getting dove. There is very few downsides to this item. There are a couple of gods where I think they don't use it too well. I think Ymir is one of them. But gods like Khepri, gods like Baron, gods like Sobek, I think use this item phenomenally. The only reason I don't think Ymir uses it that well is because he doesn't get any protections from it. So it's a little easy to kill him. But the damage it gives him and the hyper carry potential that you actually get from an item like this is insane. And if you can get to your second item on Ymir without, you know, dying, this item is crazy good. So if like an enemy jungler comes over to gank you, and it's actually good with Ymir for like 1v1s and if they don't have like a big grouping, because Frostbite reducing their damage by 15%, you getting more damage, and then also Lifebinder giving you a heal and a shield. He's going to have to fight through 155 shield, and then I also get 155 heal here also. So if he does hit me a couple times, you know, maybe I take 300, 400 damage. Lifebinder into 2, I'm healing / shielding 300 health back. And it's on a 15-second cooldown. It's very simple using it. You trade as much as you can and just try to win this battle. And whenever you can, toss out the Lifebinder, try to proc it, and play around kills with it. It's very, very strong. And it makes playing around most 2v2s and 3v3s very, very easy. It's another way to carry games. Like I said, I don't think Ymir's one of the best with it. I think it's very good on some of the more mid-fighting comps where, like, you want to tussle a lot. Like, Baron is a really good trade a tiny bit, back up. Trade a tiny bit, back up. Oh, they're all inning you? Try to live. Playing around a Baron who has this item, and then he also has his 2. It makes it a very easy combo. Toss 3 out. Oh, you hit 3. Lifebinder, 1, 2. And just like that. I mean, this is a bot that has no protections, but I mean, you're doing 300, 400 health there. You're also healing for what? 200 something, and also getting a shield. If you're ever getting all in committed, you can ult him in and also combo with that. You get the protections from your ultimate, or the mitigations from your ultimate. It's a very, very easy way to carry games. I think Khepri and Baron are the gods that have the most success with. I think Morgan is also very, very good with it. But yeah, just follow this up with some normal solid items. Gargoyles for the cooldown, the magical protections. Stampede for a little bit of movement if you want. Hussars is always going to be good. I mean, you could even go Breastplate just for a little bit more cooldown, something like this, and then you're unkillable, and you will also do a good amount of damage just because of base damage and then the stats from Lifebinder. It's very, very strong what you're able to do with this. I wouldn't even do it on the bot, or I mean on the totem. I'll give you an actual combo with this and then how much it's healing me and stuff like that. Do it on a Neath. Just like that, I did just about half her health with base abilities and a Lifebinder, and I'm also healing and shielding. That's the hard carry video I wanted to talk about because I think it is a lot easier to carry in Smite 2. I've always had an issue carrying games, playing a support god in Smite 1. I think it is very easy in Smite 2, along with a little bit of comms, calling objectives. It's very easy. Try it out. Let me know what you guys think. Or if you guys have been trying it and you've seen a lot of success with it, let me know down below. Or if there's any other hard carry techniques that you've been trying and you think have been succeeding well, let me know about those too. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video. I'll see you guys again next time. Peace.